So, are you gonna kiss the thing or not?
Jeez, I don't know. Should I?
Look, they were all invited to see you kiss.
The goddamn thing. So you better do it. But
J
why?
fucking
Who
C.
asked them? Why did they choose me to do it? You weren't chosen, you freaking idiot. It was your choice.
When did I choose this? I don't remember a single thing.
I remember walking the streets. It was a night, a starry night, and downtown was empty. My toes hurt. The shoes were too tight. Some kind of hazardous radio station beeps were landing straight into my mind, and I couldn't understand a single thing. Yet, because I have memory, I could still walk around, daze around, in silk-made solitude, filling the air with smoke. The fog was sudden, and, without any respect to due normativity, occupied the entire horizon with the burst of a strange odor. I was dead, frozen dead, panicking like a complete psycho, spied by a Hertz-frequency old apparatus in the wholehearted anonymity of the empty streets.
That one goddamn tree, holding its arms towards the moon, was expecting me to do something. And for God's sake, I don't know what it was. All I know is that it has been here from the beginning of time, and now that time has started, is still here. From the chamber I can hear the nature of its strange case to be fruitless for the living, and yet the dead rejoice on its tender tension of that we may call difference, where the every non-existing layers positively exists.
I'm afraid to die and lay up there, hanging from its very branches, waiting for the crows to bend me over and eat my gaze and my eyes with it. However crazy it may sound, there's a lair where the daemon cannot stare, and it is there. There! The satyr laughs, and the sirens yell their moon-minging nonsense in between the corridors, where the bricks are held together. You may not know by now what am I talking about, but it is there. There! And why should you care about it? There's no faith in this soulless place, and the owl has flown away with the dusk. Now we are left unsystematized, completely alone. Loon, gone, feeling the attic filled with voices that crawl among the feathers we once had. Maisie, are you aware of this too? Because, if that's the case, how long has it been? Why did you never told me about what going on in here was? Yet, I must digress. The soft lips surround me with the many eyes creatures of angelic nature, and the green grows foliage and spectacle, while the many living here get the buzz from the flies and hope to never again age or die. The day goes, and with it, the heart of having to be undead. It's just showbiz. You know that, don't you? Yet, Maisie, I've been wondering, why? It had to be you. I smell the rotting corpses in the humid buildings, all teared apart, falling apart, as a kaleidoscopical hallucination, where there's no nation but that of the gone, of the loons, of the ambulances, that never on the here arrive. Have you ever realized that there you die? Thou is the heart of gold, the leaf of ruby and emerald and sapphire, and, while the purple night goes all the way down to the trash can, that is to say, memory, we manage to meet each other in dreams, or in dreamy weathers, where the doomed fortune of the fortune-tellers is damned by circumstances. Have you ever been damned by circumstances? Please press enter to continue. Maisie, are you there? I mean, are you really there? There's a question I've been wondering about. A thingy. A little thingy. Have you been ever around? I mean, really around. Like having a stroke of a madness unsound. A madness without words, without speech, without a chirp from the slot, maddening yourself in fear. I guess you haven't. But have you met the fear of dying in person, in persona, in person again? The rotten bodies and the melting faces, the watching aces and the kings that are forgotten, all in the same place, and wasting your time, for prison is the place where we are supposed to be. Yet it doesn't matter. The things are there for us to chatter, for us to be, for us to wander around like crazy psychomaniacs, just seeing the weirding motion of our nature, being crossed but not by future, being there and there alone. Have you no way out? There's a tear hanging over the window, and a lair expecting to be kingdom. Yet there's no silence, there's no space. There's only widows shallowed by fame. And nobody will ever tell you the name of the Father, the name of the Son, the name of the Holy Ghost, there, beyond. Because, I beg your pardon, there isn't. And about to forget we aren't. There's only there, unquestioned. There's only there, oh so tender. And after the sweetening mares of the night, after everything we do for dying, what is there to be?
Absolutely nothing!
Oh, Maisie, gentle Maisie, waiting to be born in the middle of chaos, that great orb, and within a thin riddle of desires and ambitions. Should I care for recognition in the ongoing disaster? After all, we are just suicidal creatures, made for the greater good of the spirit, that deistic spirit, arising everywhere as an intelligent virus, spreading spores and circumscribing itself to the greatest of all. What shall I say when the night goes off, when the mirrors cascade, when the hollow tree begins to crumble? I've seen your eerie gaze of nothingness, of horror, and, in between, the growing of worms, crows, crowns, forms. Yet, nobody can state the opposite. What we are here to achieve is the nameless superdiction of laying here or there, without a layered effect surrounding us as spectators. Have you heard the news? Have you been the news? The kings are gone, the queens are checked, and everything that used to be in here or there, it is now gone, forever gone, lying to a maniac, a despotic god, a complete zero out there, watching in between the foliage that nothing gets out of its gaze. And staring through the ladder that leads to EXAVEN, there you are, waiting to be kissed, waiting to fall in friendly arms and have a nice mate in the park. Have you ever wondered why the daemon had to die? Because that's what pills do. They kill what is unexpected, suspicious about us. And don't forget to bring the newspaper for the neighbor, dear.
Those with an unsystematized nature will be left behind, for in them lays the kingdom of Zaven.
There are bones, only bones left behind. There is danger out there, in the I, in the me. Why only those left alone are getting to be filled up with warm food and ambiguous meanings. The desire to be free from desire and the arousal of madness, complexing everything up. The thing still is, you know. It doesn't matter if I have seen you in a dream or in reality, for wherever we are for real, and wherever we lay, we law it to memory. Can you feel the bomb ticking out? Can you hear the noise-eating mouth that flows around, like a piece of improvised in a psychological ward, literary work of somethingness? I guess you can just find a way out of here, of this maze,
and let thou not to be amazed by the words evoked in the deep past or in the deep future.
Can you hear my heartbeat? Central is going to take us all from this human form and turn us into none but post-human alike forms of a peculiar disguise. Yet the nature is going to keep rolling down the river, waving goodbye to the old symbols and sins, and just get in the rally where everybody is standardized. You've seen me crawling, yelling, yawning, moaning, roaring, wandering around, haven't you? There's sufficient reason for us to stop it now, but we won't. We're just too curious to let it go, isn't it?
I beg your pardon, milor, but who are you even talking to?
Loopholes of loons and belly wanderers, streams of insanity, and alike sanity framed in words, reapers of the untouchable, gamblers of the veils, singers of the unknown manifesto, for the lack of faith, and those who are not included in above-mentioned. You were called to this room to fill the air with poisonous spores, to dream away the night with your eyes rolling up like an ecstatic instantiation of the same, and to beware of the criminal that has killed the child. This is its torment, its last words, its effects.
Now, let us alone to nap it out for a second, and read a second gesture of the same anonymity.
For we are here and there, and nobody bats and I. For we are there and dead, and ahead lays the endless night, fortunately. We stare at the tombs, at the gates of those who parted, with a smile on our faces.
Let us melt in phrases of the same and never told.
For we are here, and now we are old, and nobody bats an eye.
I know there's a falling from the seventh circle, and a circuitry made of cables and phasers, yet while the mask of the riddled amazes us in nothing, we part from the given and take another time. There's only 3 of us, 1 for each part. There's only a thing in common, none being able to respect the space, the here, the there, the nonsense in our being. There's only a no laying behind us. You better not walk in there. You surely better not walk in there.
Look, they were all invited to see you kiss.
The goddamn thing. So you better do it.